Hi. Hope you guys can see me and hear me. I'm just trying to go live via the YouTube chat. Hi, Jyoti. Hi, Dhruv. I hope you guys can see me and hear me. If you can see me and hear me, please just write a hi or a hello or something so that I know. Guys, are you able to see me and hear me? Hello. Just trying to check if the session has started, if it has gone live. Okay, I can see myself. So, welcome to the session, Dhruv. Welcome to the session, Jyoti. I'll just switch the fan on. So, this is effectively the second session that I'm taking on clocks. This is the second session that I'm taking on clocks. In the first session, we discussed the very simple and the very basic ideas. I'll give you a recap of that shortly. In this particular session, we will be discussing two main things. One is wrong clocks, and the other is the idea of time zones. For those of you who are attending my class for the first time, let me tell you my name is Ravi Handa. I've been teaching for CAT for close to 15 years now, and I've taught 20,000 plus students online. I've taught 20,000 plus students online. Very recently, I started taking classes on Unacademy, and as a part of Unacademy, I'm taking classes on YouTube, on special classes, and the paid courses as well. Now, as far as YouTube is concerned, I have been taking classes in the morning, which dealt with number system, and the evening classes, they dealt with time, speed, and distance. And this is time, speed, and distance class. This is in the same, uh, ratio, in the same team, so to say. As far as the special classes and the plus courses are concerned, actually, over the last 2 years, I did a lot of quant, and I got a lot of requests that LR is where a lot of people are struggling. That's where they need help with. So I've decided that the month of June, as a part of special classes and as a part of paid courses, I will be covering all of that. I will be covering the complete syllabus for LR via special classes and the paid course. So if you want to know which class is happening when, what the schedule is like, you can go ahead and join our Telegram group on CAT Prep Online, where you'll get all the necessary information. As a part of Unacademy, there are two kinds of courses which are available: the plus courses and the iconic courses. In the plus courses, you get live classes, very much like this one, but the benefit is you get them in a structured way. Say, for example, right now, the next class of time, speed, distance that I'll be doing will be previous year questions, and I believe that is scheduled on Friday or Saturday. In plus classes, what happens is you get the schedule for the entire month. For example, my course, I'll just tell you once we get to that slide, my course is starting on the 9th of June for LR. I've scheduled the classes from 9th of June for LR till 20th of July. And in this period, what topic I'm going to cover, in which order it should be covered, all of that is told to you with the help of a structured course. In the iconic one, you get personalized guidance as well. In the iconic one, you get personalized guidance as well as to, someone will be there to help you as to what can be or should be. As far as the subscription is concerned, my recommendation to you would be to go in for the 6-month plan, which is 16,400. And you can use the coupon code HANDA in that to get additional 10% off. And as a part, why the reason for recommending the 6-month plan is because this will be valid till the CAT 2021 exam. CAT 21 exam is roughly 6 months away, and you will get an additional 1 month extra, which means, so typically what happens is CAT exam is November end, and that exam is typically in January first week. So this course, if you join now and you get that additional 1 month for free, this will help you till the SAT exam as well. Now, if you guys are okay till here, please let me know so that I can go ahead with the two ideas that I want to discuss. So Dhruv, Jyoti, please just write a yes or an okay so that I can start off with the next part. Okay, Sumit and Anuj, good to see that. Okay, so what's the idea? Fundamentally, what's the idea behind a wrong clock? In 1 hour, how many minutes are there? 60 minutes are there. But it is possible that your clock does not work very well. So what can happen? That the clock is slow. You might have seen slow clocks which start lagging behind because instead of 60 minutes, they take 66 minutes to finish one completion. It is also possible that the clocks are faster, which means they can finish it in, suppose, 50 minutes. So suppose I have a clock which gets late by 6 minutes every hour. And in the morning at 5 a.m., it is showing the correct time. This is the correct clock. This is the wrong clock. So at 6 o'clock, when the correct time is 6 o'clock, the wrong clock will show 6:06. When the correct time is 7 o'clock, the wrong clock will show 7:12. When the correct time is 8 o'clock, the wrong clock will show 8:18, and so on. Suppose this is 5 a.m. on Monday. So then the next question which gets asked is, will it ever show the correct time again? What do you guys think? Will this clock, which is going ahead by 6 minutes every hour, 6 minutes, 12 minutes, 18 minutes, and so on, will this ever show the correct time again? What do you think? Jyoti, Dhruv, Anuj, will it ever show the correct time again? Yes. For that, what needs to happen, Sumit? What needs to happen for that? See, what needs to happen for that is, suppose I tell you that at some point of time it is 1 hour ahead. At some point of time it is 1 hour ahead. So then that means that when it shows 9 o'clock, it shows 10 o'clock. Then it is 1 hour ahead. If it is 3 hours ahead, that means at 9 o'clock it will show 12 o'clock. If it is 5 hours ahead, then instead of 9 o'clock, it will show 2 o'clock. When it is 9 o'clock, what if it is 12 hours ahead? What if it is 12 hours ahead? If it is 12 hours ahead, it will once again show 9. So what needs to happen is that it should get 12 hours ahead. That means it needs to get 720 minutes ahead. What is the rate at which it is getting ahead? It gets ahead at 6 minutes ahead per hour. So how much time will it take? It will take 720 by 6. Minute, ahead cancels. It will take 120 hours. 120 hours means 5 days. So on Monday 5 a.m. it was showing the correct time. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So on Saturday 5 a.m. again, Saturday 5 a.m. again, it will show the wrong clock will show the correct time again. Are you okay with this idea? That on Saturday it will show the correct time again at 5 a.m. Sumit, complete 12 hours. Complete 12 hours. Because I did not, tell you that the clock is showing AM, PM also. The clock is showing AM, PM also. I didn't tell you that. That's why it should be 12 hours. Tushar, we'll take a couple of questions. Hopefully, after these questions, this concept will get clarified. A watch gains 5 seconds in 3 minutes and was set right at 8 a.m. What time will it show at 10 p.m. on the same day? What will you do here? When the correct time was 8 a.m., the wrong clock also showed 8 a.m. At 8:03, it actually showed 8:03:05. It gained 5 seconds. At 8:06, it showed 8:06 and 10 seconds. At 8:09, it showed 8:09 and 15 seconds. The question is asking you that what will it show when the correct time is 10 p.m.? What will it show then when the correct time is 10 p.m.? Dhruv says it'll show 10:02. Let's check if Dhruv is correct or not. First of all, at 9 a.m., what will it show? In 3 minutes, it is gaining 5 seconds. So in 60 minutes, it'll gain 5 into 20 or 100 seconds, which means in 1 hour, it gains 100 seconds. Dhruv, I think your answer is incorrect. Because in 1 minute, in 1 hour itself, it is gaining 100 seconds. From 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., it is 14 hours. From 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., it is 14 hours. So in 14 hours, it will gain 1400 seconds. And how much is 1400 seconds? Divide 1400 by 60. That is 23.33 seconds. It will show 10, 23 minutes. And how many seconds? So 0.33 mod 60 is 20. So 10, 23, 20 is what this is going to show. Are you guys okay with these values? 10, 23 and 20? Tushar, hopefully I have been able to clarify your doubt now. In 3 minutes, it gained 5 seconds. 6 minutes, it gained 10 seconds. 9 minutes, it gained 15 seconds. So in 1 hour, it gained 100 seconds. In 14 hours, it gained 1400 seconds. 1400 seconds is 23 minutes and 20 seconds, giving me 10, 23, 20 as my answer. I am waiting for Tushar to confirm. I want him to get this right. How about this one? A watch gains 5 seconds in 3 minutes. Okay. Same as before. So when the correct time is 8 o'clock, it shows 8 o'clock. When it is 8:03, it shows 8:03:05. When it is 8:06, it shows 8:06:10. The question is now asking that it is showing 5:15 in the afternoon. That means what was the correct time? Do you understand the difference between this question and the previous question? In the previous question, correct time was given and you were asked for the wrong time. What will the clock show? Now, what the clock is showing to you, that is given. And you are asked for the correct time, which is the difference here. So how do you find that out? Any ideas? Any suggestions? See, this is 3 minutes. So when this moves, when the wrong clock moves 185 seconds. From here to here is 185 seconds. The correct time moves 180 seconds. So when the wrong clock moves 1 second, the correct clock moves 180 by 185 seconds. Dhruv, you are definitely wrong. Your answer has to be lesser than 5:15. See, all these timings, if you notice, 8:03, 8:05, this is ahead. So my correct answer has to be less than 5:15. How much has the wrong clock moved? How much has the wrong clock moved? The wrong clock has moved from 8 to 5. So 8 o'clock to 5 o'clock, that is 4 plus 5, 9 hours and 15 minutes. 9 hours and 15 minutes. 9 hours is 9 into 60, 720 plus 15. 735 minutes is what the wrong clock has moved. This 735 is what the wrong clock has moved. The correct clock will move 180 by 185 into 735. How much does that come out as? 180 into 735 divided by 185. That comes out to be 715 minutes. And we have 0.135135. So 0.135135 to 68 seconds roughly. 715 minutes. 715 minutes is, so 715 minutes is 55 minutes. So this will be 4:55:08. This will be my answer here. Are you guys okay with this? 7:55 is 8 hours, 55 minutes and 8 seconds. I'll repeat the question. We are given a watch gains 5 seconds in 3 minutes. That means when your time actually moves by 3 minutes, your watch will move by 3 minutes and 5 seconds. Another 3 minutes, the correct time moves. The watch will move by 6 minutes and 10 seconds. Now we are given if it shows, that means if your watch, see, this is your wrong watch. If your watch is showing 5:15, you know the actual time is not 5:15 because your watch is faster than required. Your actual time is behind 5:15. How much behind? That's what I'm trying to find out. So when my watch moves 185 seconds, the correct time moves 180 seconds. We are given that my watch has gone from 8 a.m. to 5:15 p.m. So my watch has moved for 9 hours and 15 minutes or 735 minutes, which will translate to how much actual time? It translates to an actual time of 715 minutes and 8 seconds. Dhruv, please tell me which value you are uncomfortable with. I can explain that again. Yes. In 1 hour, you want to do it on an hourly basis, you can. Let me, just remove this. So, when your correct time moves by 1 hour, your wrong watch, it gains 100 seconds. It gains 100 seconds, which means when the time has actually advanced by 3600 seconds, your wrong watch has advanced by 3700 seconds. 3700 seconds. Again, 900 seconds. So when the wrong watch has moved, see where you are making a mistake, Dhruv, is it is showing 5:15. It is showing 5:15. So if it is showing 5:15, that means how much has it moved? It has moved 9 hours. Or did I make a calculation mistake? How much is 9 hours and 15 minutes? 9 hours and 15 minutes. So 9 into 60 plus 15 is 555. So 1 second of the wrong clock, 1 second of the wrong clock is 36 by 37 seconds of the correct clock. 9 hours and 15 minutes is, yeah, I think I made a calculation mistake, is 555 minutes. 555 minutes is 36 by 37 into 555. How much is that? That is 36 into, I believe, 15. 36 into 15 minutes. 36 into 15 minutes is 36 into 15 by 60 on 9 hours. On 9 hours. So the correct time, you're right. So the correct time will be 9 hours from 8. 9 hours from 8. 9 hours from 8, which comes out as 5 p.m. Yes, Dhruv, you are right. I made a calculation mistake. This should have been 555 minutes. This should have been 555 minutes. I took 9 into 60 as 720. So that was the calculation error that I made. Are you okay with this now, Dhruv? This is fine? Then I will go ahead. Let's try this one. Let's try this one. This is a question from ZAT 2009. This is a question from ZAT 2009. Sangeeta and Swati bought 2 wristwatches from Jamshedpur Electronics at 11:40 a.m. After purchasing, they found that when 60 minutes elapsed on a correct clock, Sangeeta's wristwatch registers 62, while Swati's wristwatch registers 56. Later in the day, Sangeeta's wristwatch reads 10 p.m. Okay. So we have 3 wristwatches. Correct time. Then Sangeeta and Swati. So when the correct time moves by 60 minutes, Sangeeta's moves by how much? Sangeeta's watch registers 62 minutes. And Swati's watch registers how much? Swati's watch registers 56 minutes. Now, what are we given? That all of them were showing the same time at 11:40. All of them were showing the same time at 11:40 a.m. That is when they purchased. Later in the day, Sangeeta's wristwatch reads 10 p.m. So from 11:40 a.m. to 10 p.m. So Sangeeta's watch has moved from 11:40 a.m. to a total of 10 p.m. How much time is this? How much time is this? This is 10 hours plus 20 minutes. That is 620 minutes. 620 minutes. When Sangeeta moves 62, Swati moves 56. When Sangeeta moves 620, Swati will move how much? 560 minutes. From when? From 11:40. So from 11:40, 560 minutes is how much? It's 9 hours and 540, 9 hours and 20 minutes. So 9 hours and 20 minutes from 11:40, this will show 9 p.m. This is okay, guys? 9 p.m. being shown as the timing here. Simple question in that on the concept of wrong clocks. On concept of wrong clocks, you go from 11:40 to 10, and here you gain 620 minutes. In this case, you will gain 560, or your time will be 9 p.m. Dhruv is okay with this. Glad to see that, Dhruv. Once again, a reminder, these are some of our top performers from previous years. If you perform well this time, your picture could be here next. And you know, once you go in for the iconic plan, as I said in the beginning of the class, that there will be personalized guidance. You will be guided by some of the top performers from previous years who have been to the IIM. My batch, as I was saying earlier, is starting tomorrow. In this particular batch, I'll primarily be taking the responsibility for the LR part. Now comes to the second idea that I wanted to discuss is the concept of time zone. So let's say roughly what is the time in India right now? The time in India right now is approximately 7:30 p.m. Can you tell me, if you have an idea, what is the time in Singapore and what is the time in Dubai right now? In Singapore, the time is roughly 9:30 p.m. and in Dubai, the time is roughly 5:30 p.m. So Dubai, you can say, is running 2 hours behind and Singapore is 2 hours ahead of us. Singapore is 2 hours ahead of us because everything that happens in Singapore, so Singaporeans wake up early, Singaporeans go to sleep earlier than us because they are 2 hours ahead of us. Now, how does that make actually a difference in questions and calculation? What happens is, suppose you take a flight from India to Singapore and your flight time is 3 hours. Then what time will you reach here? Can you tell me, if you take a flight at 7:30 p.m., what time will you reach here? Can you give me that value? My normal instinct would say that it is 10:30 p.m. because 7:30, 3 hours, it is 10:30 p.m. But that will be incorrect. Why will it be incorrect? Because please note, you are not just traveling this. You also need to consider that your travel time is 3 hours, but you are traveling across time zone. So how do I accommodate for that? Well, the way to accommodate for that is, right now it is 7:30 and right now it is 9:30 in Singapore. So at 7:30, as soon as your plane takes off, you call up your friend in Singapore and ask him that, hi Anuj, how are you doing? What's the time there? 9:30. Okay, I will land in 3 hours. You tell him you will land in 3 hours, which is factually correct information. So then your friend Anuj, he will see his watch. Okay, it is 9:30 here. My friend Ravi lands in 3 hours. So what time is my friend landing? So when you actually land, the time that you will see on the clock is, because now you are on Anuj's clock, the time that you will see is 12:30 p.m. The time that you will actually see is 12:30 p.m. If you compare from the time your friend in Singapore saw, you traveled for 3 hours, so that is 3 hours. But in overall, from India, you have added 3 hours for travel time, and then there has been a 2-hour time zone difference. So that is why your actual time difference is 7:30 and 12:30. Actual time taken has been, your actual time taken is 3 hours, but the display has changed by 5 hours. Are you okay with this? Apply the same thing when you go to Dubai. And let's say your Dubai flight is also of 3 hours. When you land, now can you tell me what will be the time that will be seen here? What will be the time that will be seen here? Hi, Arvind. When you land in Dubai, what will be the time that will be seen here? You land in Dubai, you see the clock. What will it display? Will it display 7:30 plus 3, 10:30? No, that is the time in India. What will it display in Dubai? Will it display 9:30? No. Anuj, not 9:30. The gap is 2 hours. It will display 8:30. Why? Because 7:30 plus 3 hours of travel time, but you have moved back. Think about it. You have moved back. Another way of looking at it is, so you have gained 3 hours, you have traveled 3 hours, but you have also gained 2 hours by skipping time zones. by skipping time zones. Another way to look at it, same way. So call Anuj in Dubai. When you call Anuj in Dubai, you ask him, what's the time there? It is 5:30. I will land in 3 hours. So Anuj will say, oh, so you will come at 8:30. So you can compare it with this time. Another way to visualize this is, for how long have you traveled? You have traveled for 3 hours to 10:30 p.m. So when you have traveled for 3 hours and you have reached here at 10:30 p.m., what is the time in Singapore? Singapore is 2 hours ahead of us. So 12:30 a.m. would have crossed 12, and here it would be 8:30. Are you guys okay with this? Are you guys okay with this? How to shift across time zones? Anuj, Arvind, Dhruv. If you're okay with this, then we'll discuss a question on it. If you're okay with this, then we'll discuss a question on it. Now, one more idea. Suppose you go from A to B and it takes you 5 hours. You come back from B to A and it takes you 1 hour. How is that possible? Let me use different values. Suppose A to B takes 7 hours and B to A takes 3 hours. How is that possible? One way it is possible is you are traveling at different speeds, but your given speed is same. Your given speed is same. So how is that possible? That is possible because this 7 hours is actually composed of two parts. One is travel time plus the time zone difference. This 3 hours is also composed of the same two components, that this is travel time minus the time zone difference. So if you have a case like this, when you are taking 7 hours to go from A to B and you are taking 3 hours to go from B to A, and you are taking 3 hours to go from B to A, then what is the travel time? Travel time is 7 plus 3 by 2 or 5 hours. What is the time zone difference? That is 7 minus 3 by 2, which is 2 hours. Are you okay with this idea? Because if you're okay with this, you guys should be able to solve these questions. You guys should be able to solve these questions, assuming that you get this answer. Cities A and B are in different time zones. A is located 3,000 kilometers east of B. This is B. This is A. It is located 3,000 kilometers east of. The table below describes the schedule of an airline operating non-stop flight between A and B. Non-stop flight between A and B. All times indicated are local and of the same day. So you depart from 8 a.m. and you reach at 3 p.m. So how much time did you take from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m.? How much time did you take? 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. You took 4 plus 3, 7 hours to go. When you drive from A to B, when you depart, so 4 p.m. to 8 p.m., this takes 4 hours. This takes 4 hours. Assume that the plane cruises at the same speed in both the directions. However, the effective speed is influenced by a steady wind blowing from east to west at 50 km per hour. So my wind is blowing in this direction at 50 km per hour. Now, how do you solve this? A to B, steady wind is 50 kilometers per hour. How do I find this out? How do I calculate this? What's the question? What is the time difference between A and B? That is the first one. What is the time difference between A and B? And what is the speed of the plane? Okay, fair enough. Standard questions. How do you find these out? Now, you cannot do the standard 7 plus 4 by 2. You cannot do the standard 7 plus 4 by 2 because the speeds are different. The speeds are different. There is a wind flow which is happening at 50 km per hour. There is a wind flow which is happening at 50 km per hour. So the speeds are different. You need to account for that. See, when you go from B to A or A to B, let's look at both of them. B to A, what is the distance that is traveled? B to A, 3000 kilometers. Suppose the speed of the plane was x. So now B to A, you are going opposite direction. So effective speed will be x minus 50 plus whatever is the time zone difference. That is equal to 7 hours. From A to B, traveling 3000 kilometers at a speed of x plus 50 and minus the time zone difference is 4 hours. Are you guys okay with these values? Are you okay with these equations? 3000 by x minus 50 plus the time zone difference is 7 hours. 3000 by x plus 50 minus the time zone difference is 4 hours. If you are okay with these, then calculate. What are the values you are going to get for this? If you are okay with these, just calculate. What are the values you are going to get for this? What are the answers? What are the values? How will you find these out? Solve these equations. It's simple to solve. Should not take too much amount of effort. Add both these equations. You will have 3000 by x minus 50 plus 3000 by x plus 50. That is equal to 11. That is equal to 11. Now, can you look at these values? Can you look at these values and suggest some value so that you will get 11? You can form the quadratic. You can form the quadratic and solve this out. But to get this as 11, one of them, what values? Factors of 3000. Factors of 3000 that you need to take. So what values or can you take here? Or maybe use this as a clue. Plane's cruising speed. You have options here. So think about it. 550, 600, 500, 700. What can come here? What can come here? You will quickly realize, I hope you have done that by now, that 3000 by 500 plus 3000 by 600 is effectively 6 plus 5 or 11. Is effectively 6 plus 5 or 11, which means the value of x that I'm looking at, is 550 kilometers per hour, which is given to me as option A. Slightly difficult, but you got the value of this as 550. Once you got the value as 550, there is nothing else which is left in the question. 300 by 600. So this is 3000 by 600. That is 5 minus the time zone is 4 hours. Or here 6 plus the time zone is 7 hours, which means my time zone difference is 1 hour. Complicated question. Not something that I, honestly expect you guys will be able to do in the exam. But the reason why I wanted to pick this up, was because I wanted to, explain the ideas involved, explain the concepts involved so that we can take it forward from there. Are you guys okay with this? Anuj, Arvind, Dhruv, difficult idea, difficult questions, but I just, that's the reason I wanted to, explain these ideas. So I'm waiting for any inputs. In case you have any doubts, any questions with this, with respect to this, please let me know. And in case you don't, let me just remind you that there is a scholarship test which will be conducted on every Sunday at 12 p.m. In case you want to unlock that, you are unable to access that, please use the coupon code HANDA. The top performers of that will get the course for free. There is a new batch which is starting for IPMAT, BBA, and for hotel management. That is on the 19th of June. That is on the 19th of June. In this particular batch, so this is especially helpful for class 12 students who want to get into an IIM or a top management college directly. IPMAT is an exam by IIM Indore which helps you do that. And even for these subscriptions, you can use the coupon code HANDA that will get you, a discounted price. Unacademy also has an Ask a Doubt feature where you can just click a picture, send it to us. Either me or someone from our team will clarify the doubt for you. Just a reminder to use the coupon code again. And if you have not liked this particular video, I sincerely request you to please do that. The more likes we get, the more views we get, the more free classes I will be allowed to take on the platform. So I sincerely request you to please like if you actually enjoy these classes. If there is any specific topic or any specific question, especially related to time, speed, and distance that you want me to take, please send me an email on ravihanda@gmail.com. On Friday, let me see if I can, share my schedule with you guys. This is my schedule for June coming up. Just wanted to show you. So on 11th of June, Friday, I don't know if it is visible to you guys or not. Maybe perhaps it is visible now. On 11th of June, on Friday, I'm doing a sort of a revision class of all that we have discussed till now. I'll be doing a sort of revision class. I'll be taking previous year questions, concepts which have been commonly used. So in case there is any particular idea or concept that you want me to pick up in this particular class, please send me an email on ravihanda@gmail.com. I promise you I will pick it up on the 5 p.m. or the 7 p.m. class on 11th of June. Hope you guys learned something from this. That's pretty much it for today. Rahul, you joined us a little bit late. Hopefully you will join us on time in Friday's class. That's it for today. Bye everyone. Bye guys. See you on Friday.